Okay, good morning, Cavett Dental. So we are starting coronal polishing, all right? So I want to get started with telling you about the engine. You have to have a motor or an engine in order for your handpiece to work. Then, dental assistants, we use the straight. This is a straight handpiece, and it fits right on top, okay? And what I want you to practice is it does have a locking and an unlocking mechanism. When you get your prophy cup, you're going to see that there's a little divot in there. And also, there's a little line right here. Okay? So, what you're going to do is you're going to place it so it matches up. Now, if it won't go on, that means it's locked. So, simply turn it or rotate it. Okay? You'll hear it pop. Press it in, turn it, and you'll feel how heavy it is or how it stays on. Okay? So, I don't think this one works. This one works. Okay. So, I am going to show you how to coronal polish so that we can start getting in the off. Okay? All right. So, we have our patient. If you are an assistant for a hygienist, you're going to have the saliva ejector and you're going to rinse periodically. Other than that, you are actually going to rinse after every quadrant. How many quadrants do we have? 4. We have 4. Okay, never work without your overhead light on. All right. Now, this on the floor is called a rheostat. Your water is on when you press this little, what would you call that, lever? Over? Switch. Okay. So, you don't want water coming out of it for this. Now, when you press on it all the way, I want you to hear the sound. Okay, now I want you to hear what it's supposed to sound like. You hear the difference? That's going to burn up your tooth. You want it like this. And you know in the video where it kept stopping on the tooth, it shouldn't stop. Okay, that's not going to get rid of stain. Okay, again, always make sure it's turned this way for safety. Here's your paste. We already decided that our patient wants mint. Okay. Another thing you always have to have is an exam pack. Why do you think you guys need an exam pack?
Want me to look in there?
What's that?
Want me to look inside the mouth?
Okay. So in the video, you noticed she was doing the lingual of 8 and 9. How could she see that without a mirror? She couldn't see it. Okay. So you want to make sure that you always have an exam pack so that you have indirect vision, right? Okay, so yeah, the first thing you want to do, if I was just sitting down, if a hygienist hadn't cleaned it and doctor said go in there and polish, I want to look in there. I want to see if there's gold crowns. I want to see if there's porcelain. I want to see anything that I might, missing teeth, anything like that, okay? So, and when I was going to explain a fulcrum to you guys, next time you go to the dentist, you're going to feel his finger, okay? So you could come up and bump this and it's not going to move. And I'm going to show you with the handpiece how to do that as well. You have to keep your patient safe, okay? So polishing the lingual is one of the hardest, but when you come around like this and you have your handpiece and you're polishing, you can actually see the lingual, and you actually want to do that, okay? All right, so we're ready to go. We've got our handpiece. So the first thing I'm going to do, and instead of scooping it up, I always start like this. So get some in your cup, okay? And we start on number 1, so go ahead and turn that on, and you're going to be lingual for me. And I'm just going to spread some on the buccal, okay? Now, for your test, okay, what you're going to, my fulcrum's here, what you're going to do is, it said to go distal down, midline down, mesial down, okay? What I like to do is I go distal around mesial. See how my cup is flaring? Right? But for the test, it's 3 strokes. Okay? Again, 3 strokes. And then if you need more paste, you're going to come here. And I just hold this. Some people said they had the cup, which the hygienists do, but the assistants don't. Yeah, no. And they have them closed a little so that you have a fulcrum. Okay? And again, I didn't spread it. I'm going to spread it. Okay. And then, of course, we switch at the midline. Now we're mesial. Okay. Okay, go ahead and rinse. So the patient's like, there. Forget it all, okay? Because it's real gritty. You guys have probably had this done before. Okay, so let's say that I went all the way around to 15, okay? So now I have to do the lingual, right? How am I going to see the lingual? I could use a mirror, but what else could I do? Yeah. Okay, good, honey. So, can you turn away from me, please? Okay. Now he's turned away from me. Okay. And open wide. Can I tip this back more? Sorry. Yes, okay. Let's go back. We're going to go with that. I'm going to use a mirror because he can't turn away from me enough. Okay. So, you're going to come in the same thing, and you want to do your 3 strokes. Can you get in there? Can you see my mirror at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, my fulcrum's here. Okay, it takes a little bit to learn that. Okay, so you want to get all your lingual done. Okay, now if I was doing the lingual of 8 and 9, my fulcrum's here. I'm going to come around. Okay, so you're going to do that with all the teeth. So you're going to start buccal, buccal, lingual, lingual, buccal, lingual, finish up here. When you're completely done, you floss. Okay, so you're going to use your floss like you always would. Rinse them first because it's real gritty. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and floss them like you always would do. Give them another good rinse. Right? And sometimes what you can do is just put water in their mouth and have them swoosh, and then they use this like a straw. Okay? Then you're going to set them up for their next visit. Okay? Any questions? No? Oh, good. Then go get in some mops. We got 6 of them. And that one